Hi, my name is Mike and welcome back to my series in which I'm trying to learn to play Big in Japan by Guano Apes. Now today I'm going to talk a little bit about interleaving, which is another technique that people use to help learn music. The point of this series really is to explore and demonstrate how I learn and how I sort of practice and learn music. There are 1,000,001 far better drummers than me out there, so rather than me trying to sort of carve a niche and show you what I can do, instead I thought I'd focus on the practice side of things. Related to that, which I'll talk about again at the end, is a website I'm building. For now, I'm going to jump in and show you a little bit of the rehearsal that I'm putting into learning Guano Apes. I'm going to begin with some warm-up exercises and just kind of show you what I'm doing, and then I'll talk a little bit about why I'm doing that before I then show you my progress on Guano Apes so far. So what is interleaving, I hear you ask? Interleaving is about giving your brain a break, so practicing something different to take your mind off maybe whatever stress or trouble you might be having learning a piece of music in this case. It's not necessarily, although it can be something completely unrelated. Today I'm going to do some exercises that are going to practice my double kick pattern because that is relevant to what I'm doing in Guano Apes. So I'll just show you a few exercises that I'm working on and then I'll move into today's proper practice. So that was just a bit of warm-up. For those of you that might have been eagle-eared, you'll have noticed I was playing at 122 BPM, which is what I'm aiming for with this track that I'm trying to learn today. My aim today is to try and get through the first 6 bars, so that's the opening loop, including the little fill around here, and then back into the main groove. I'll probably have a run at it a little slower again and build up to 122 BPM, and we'll see how I get on. After that, it then goes into the tom groove, which I'm going to be working on probably today, maybe later on. We'll see how that goes. For now, let's work on those opening bars. I'm just going to read the sheet music for now, rather than playing backing track. I'm going to start at 75 BPM, see if I can get through, and see if I trip up, which I probably will. So let's see. What I'm trying to do is figure out this open hi-hat. I can do it slower, I'd like to do it consistently. That's not bad. Could do better. Bar 4 again. 75 BPM. I'm losing it again at this fill here, so I'm not going to rush to push it up to 80 or higher. I want a clean playthrough. I think there were a couple in there that sounded good, but it's not perfect, so there's no point pushing it on forward. I'm going to keep going until I feel like I can get through it once or twice, maybe back to back, feeling good. Then I'm going to push the speed up. So bear with me, guys. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. There is something happening between that fill, start at bar 4, and the 5, start at bar 5, coming in on the 1. I don't know if there's a pause here that I should be waiting for. I don't know. I'm going to stop filming for a minute. I'll come back to this when I feel like I've got it. Okay, I think I've diagnosed it. I was making mistakes here because I was kind of trying to play, and it's not. There should be a slight pause. So hopefully now I'm at 80 BPM, I've been playing around. Let's see how this goes, and I'll start ramping it up. I reckon that sounded much better. So that was 80 BPM, the aim is 122 BPM. I'm going to build up to that slowly. I'll give you maybe some snippets of my rehearsal so far. Next step will be 85 BPM and go from there. BPM. To 100 BPM. To 110 BPM. Moving the video along, let's go to full BPM and see how today's session wraps up. I'm probably going to stick it out here, finish up here, and then I'll look at the tom groove next video. For now, this is the opening 6 bars. It pretty much goes to the 8th bar, and then it gets ready for the groove. So the opening 8 bars, give or take, at BPM. I'm going to wrap up this video here. Making progress. I feel there is still a way to go to get it at tempo clean, but I think I'm making some decent progress there. I'm going to keep working on this now this afternoon, and then we're going to take a look at the tom groove, see how I get on with that, but you don't need to be present for all of that. I'm going to be here for ages yet. Hopefully you're enjoying this learning journey with me. If you would like more, then like and subscribe. Check out my PracticePad website, where I offer tools for musicians to log, journal, and practice daily. This is my method of trying to learn and keep myself accountable. I've got challenges I'm enjoying and drums to play. So check out the next video. Hopefully I'll show you what I'm doing with the tom fill, the tom groove rather, and I'll see you on the next video. I decided I needed to show you some progress with the music track, so I've set a loop up on my Songster account. This is the synth version, not the actual version, but I feel I get a better sense of the song this way. So here it is with the backing track. One final reflection, which is just to talk about what I think I learned today. So I noticed in bar 4 I was messing up on the little fill, so that's what I spent my time working on. When I cut off camera, I did play the track, slowed it down, listened to it, and that helped me get a feel for what I was doing wrong. I think I was rushing the ghost note in that fill, so just learning to slow it down a little bit helped me kind of keep in time, which is where I was struggling. I kept noticing I was getting ahead of the 1, but yeah, just sort of pausing slightly before that ghost note, not rushing into it, helped me kind of get the fill. It's probably not clean just yet, but it's getting there, and it's good to make those sort of observations, notice for yourself. It's a good way of figuring it out, solving problems, and learning. So there you go, that's what I learned today.